what do you think as a leftist? What do you think of gender transition?
I think it's
Like
perfectly valid in my personal opinion.
perfectly valid. So you're fair enough. So you're like okay with a society that's fucking transgender robots or
That's a
female
new
to
one
male.
I've
So
heard.
you're okay with a society that literally defies the laws of nature, the teachings of God. So you're okay with that society.
First of all, I'm not liking how you and it's just my personal like irk
No,
for
I'm
me.
just very straightforward with you.
Yeah,
Like
I know you're being
you have
straightforward.
no like you're okay with ruining the nature of man and women just because now there's new ways of modifying your gender, you modifying your private parts, modifying everything. So now you're okay with that. So like you're okay if me as a man goes goes into surgery to get a vagina, so you're okay with that.
Well, I would be careful with what you say on Roblox because you could get
Yeah, me
VC
too.
banned.
That's why I'm trying to like
But yeah, I would say I would say there's not much of an issue there. Did you get VC banned? 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful with what you say on Roblox. Hello, welcome, Danny.
Let's bring back segregation.
All right, why?
And
Did you get? Oh no, you just muted yourself.
why shouldn't we bring back segregation?
I would like you to argue why you think we should. First of all, before I answer that question.
Why don't you think we should?
Well, why should we bring that back?
Do you hate white people?
No, I don't hate anyone. That's why I don't want to bring it back.
I think you hate white people.
I'm literally white. What are you talking about?
Nah, you hate white people. Don't lie.
So why do I hate my own people? Exactly.
So you hate the black people? Wow. I see where you're going with this.
When did I ever say that?
You just said it.
Literally no.
You did.
Okay, well I would like to
Oh,
ask you, why do you think we should
You look for
bring
Jews.
what why should we
You're a
bring
Jew lover. You're a Jew lover.
so you're literally just racist.
No, do you like Jew peas? You like Jews?
I don't hate anyone.
Oh, I think you hate the Jews. Why do you hate the Jews?
I said I don't.
Run through this. Run us through this. Why do you hate the Jews?
When
Let's
did I
listen
when
about
did I
this.
claim that I don't like Jewish people?
You literally just said you didn't like Jewish people. You literally just said.
All right, can we not put words in my mouth?
Uh,
Can you answer my
as-
question? Why should we bring
As a Jew myself, I think you hate Jew people. Why do you dislike the Jewish race?
and I'm telling you right now that's literally not what I said.
You said it.
No, I didn't. You can roll back right now. You can roll back the tape. I am
I
recording
just
this.
rolled it back. Bad news, the votes are in. You said you dislike Jewish people. Chat's gonna stay.
Hey, did anyone hear me say that? Did anyone hear me say that?
You literally said you didn't like Jewish people.
So yeah, you can go to my stream and like revert the footage. I never said that.
Well, the chat's saying you did.
Well, let's disregard that for a second. I want you to answer my question. Why do you believe that we should bring why we should discriminate? Why do you believe we should discriminate?
I don't think we should.
You literally said segregation.
I was just a convo star. I didn't know if you wanted segregation.
No, I don't want that.
What do you want?
I don't know. What are we debating about?
What do you want to talk about?
You were the one that came up here and said bring back segregation. You were the one that said that.
I was quoting a video.
Okay.
Have you ever seen
You were the one that brought up the topic. You were the one that brought up the topic.
Yeah, because there's this video that's been going around. I wanted to know your thoughts on it.
Dude, what are you
But
saying?
you went a bit off topic. Because I was telling you about this video.
I
and you
didn't.
started
I
saying
don't
about
think
how
I
we
went
should
off
segregate
topic.
the Jews.
I don't think I went off
The
topic,
chat's
but
gonna stay right now. The chat's saying.
yeah. So at the moment, I don't feel like that you're here to have a productive conversation. You're just here to antagonize
because
me.
you're
You're here
Johnson.
to put words in my mouth that I never said. Are you here to have a productive conversation,
I can
or
put
are you just
something in your
here
mouth.
to? Are you just here to? What are you here for?
How many inches is your Johnson?
So you're banned because you are not here to have a productive conversation.
I think first of all, just to know, I think the guy that was debating it was just I don't know what was wrong with him. Anyway,
Yeah, me neither. But you're saying that T people aren't valid? Is that what you're saying?
I said what?
What we were talking about last time before you got VC banned.
Oh yeah, I just think that gender reassignment surgery is just violates every law of nature and man, and it's just disgusting. It's a disgusting thing.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
So why inherently is it? Do you have any say in what people do because of what you believe?
I mean, that's not what I believe. That's what the like 90% of the world believes. You, the leftists. I mean, your government. Because you're American, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, I live in the United States, specifically Wisconsin.
Before, like, I'm not American. Okay, I'm European.
Okay.
And I believe Trump is a very good leader for the Americans. I believe he's one of the best leaders you guys ever had.
I believe the opposite, actually. I actually think he is.
Of course you do.
He's a
I get why you do.
He's a dictator, first of all.
Yes, I'm not saying he isn't being cruel or anything. I'm just saying like he has valid. Kick that European out. Okay, Connor, Saudi, you're Mexican. Anyway, so I'm just saying, Trump has some very good, valid points in my opinion as an European.
What points?
I would want that guy to rule my country. On gender reassignment surgery, on immigration, on especially immigration. Bro, this guy is doing wonders.
Okay, so he is doing mass deportation, which actually hurts our country long term.
But as an outside, it's not gonna hurt it in the long term. Why not an American be a good doctor? Why do you have to get a Venezuelan to come here and be a good doctor? You guys have enough population.
Yeah, because our country, immigration is the backbone of our entire country. Immigration has been the backbone of our entire country for over 100 years.
That's false.
How is it false?
That's so false. That's so false.
Name one American thing.
You do that because I'm not American.
When you think of America, what comes to mind? Like some
settlements on the newfound land and immigration are two different things. Europeans came there when it was a new land, when it was literally just grass and fields.
Okay, I'm not talking about settlement. I'm talking about after it became independent.
And ruin it. That's the thing. You are debating settlers from England who came to a field against Ecuadorians who come to a metropolitan city and ruin it with crime rates and literally drugs and everything.
Okay, I'm not arguing about settlers. I'm talking about like immigrants that have came to this country and contributed to the American You got suspended again. Yeah. It's probably because you mentioned the D word. I'm going to bring up burgers are better. You were here a couple days ago actually.
Yeah, we debated about abortion. We've debated about
I would be careful. Yeah, I would be careful using that word. I've gotten in trouble for saying AB before. I have to use filter words.
Good.
I actually don't know if
what do you want to do?
I actually don't know if we've talked about T people before directly.
We did very briefly. We didn't really get into
very
it.
briefly. Okay. All right. I will turn on the 7-minute timer and we can talk about T people. What's your opinion on T people?
They're delusional. Most of them are mentally ill.
Okay,
I don't believe
that. Yeah, that's a very strong statement. Why do you believe so?
Why do I believe so? Right. So, for example, it's a social construct, right? So, if we use the example of race, let's say you're born white, right? And this is an actual thing. It's a social construct. And you want to be black. That it doesn't work that way, does it? That's called delusion. You're making yourself something you're not. Same thing as with gender. Same thing. Same exact thing.
Okay, so you're arguing that race and gender can be comparable?
It is because it's both a social construct. What's gender?
Gender is a social construct identity.
Exactly. They're both social constructs as well as identity.
Yeah, nationality is actually a social construct. Race is actually a categorization of a genetic.
No, it's not.
Of a genetic. Yeah, it is. Hello there. This is future me. To clarify that what I said was actually factually incorrect, and I didn't know this at the time. Apparently, race is actually a social construct, and I was kind of blending ethnicity and race together, which was probably the main problem here that was confusing the entire argument. That's my bad. I was more so arguing that ethnicity is like a biological compound, which while it necessarily isn't, it does have biological components like common ancestry and stuff like that. So that's what I was trying to argue here. But I kind of articulated it wrong, and I apologize for that. All right, now I'll stop yapping and we'll continue the video here.
No, it's not. So would
How
you
is
say
it
that
not?
someone who is so someone who is black and was born in let's say, or let's give a better example. Someone who's white who's born in Africa.
Yeah.
Right. It's a social construct.
So yeah, that
I
like
just
Elon
I
Musk,
just
for example, his nationality would technically be South African, but he's not of African descent, right?
why do you think that T people are not delusional though? I'm very curious.
Okay. So first of all, let's address something real quick. It is based off of a real like mental illness. I think it's called I don't know if I could say it, but
It's gender dysphoria.
yeah, that. I don't know if you get banned for that. If you do, let me know. But it is based off of a real condition, right? But it is a scientific consensus. This is a scientific consensus that currently the current treatment for it is gender affirmation, right? And personally, I don't know what's wrong with it.
Okay. Right. All right. So here's where it doesn't make any sense to me, right?
Mhm.
So we like anyone who is they understand they were not biologically something. So why transition into something knowing you can never be that? Why can't you just dress more femininely or not have to say that you're a trans woman? What is the point? I don't understand this. If you know you'll never become a biological woman or man, why don't you just take the social construct and maybe dress up as one, be more feminine? Like, why do you have to have that label? I don't understand it.
Yeah, so they consider themselves, like, for example, a man, like genetically a man, can consider themselves as a woman because
What's a woman?
so a woman is an individual who identifies and socially
No.
Can I
What's
finish?
the definition? What's the definition?
Yeah, I'm giving it a definition. A woman is an individual who socially identifies, lives out their lifestyle in accordance to the female word I can't say. It starts with S, ends in X.
Incorrect. That's completely wrong. By you stating about social constructs in that, right? You're talking about if they
So you're
do a
disagreeing with
certain
the literal
lifestyle. You said a
dictionary.
woman is someone who has a certain lifestyle. What are you talking about? That's completely infactual. A woman is an adult female. You can search that up anywhere. I mean, it's just facts. Like, it's an adult female. So why are we lying to these people and just telling them, oh, it's okay if you transition, you'll be a woman? You're not. Like, we have to stop. Like, this is just delusion. There's no other word for it. It makes no sense to me. Honestly, I don't know why
Okay.
we're pretending.
Okay, so again, I'll bring up an argument that I've used before. Genetically, I'm not genetically I'm Finnish. I'm technically a Finnish person. Like, I'm Finnish by blood. However, I don't consider myself Finnish. I'm an American. I've known.
You're Finnish. You're still Finnish. Doesn't matter where you.
I don't know.
yourself or
I
not,
don't know
you're
the
still
Finnish language. I don't know anything about the Finnish culture. I
No,
don't
You're
know
still Finnish.
how.
You're still Finnish. Doesn't matter. You're still Finnish.
So you're telling me
Doesn't
my
matter if you know the
nationality is
language or not.
Finnish?
You're Finnish. That's what you are.
I don't live in
you're from-
Finland. I don't know anything about Finnish.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're If that's your genetic blood, you're Finnish. Doesn't matter. There's no other aspects that correlate with that. You are Finnish.
So you're telling me that nationality and like ethnicity are the same thing?
Are they the same thing? No, they're not. But I'm stating that you are.
And
Finnish, no matter where you
I'm
go. It does
saying,
not
and I'm
matter.
not
You
I'm
are
not
Finnish.
disagreeing
It's in your
that.
blood. You're Finnish.
Yeah,
Your
I'm not
DNA is
denying that
technically
I'm
Finnish.
Finnish by blood, but I consider, in my soul, I consider myself an American.
That's inaccurate, though. That's a lie. Because you're Finnish.
How? I was born in America. I've lived in America my whole life. I don't even know the Finnish language. I don't even
That
know,
doesn't
like,
mean you're American, though. That DNA, that doesn't mean you're American. You are what you're born as. Period. End of line. We're not going to sit here and try to change ourselves. I mean, you're Finnish. No other way.
so you
around it.
want me
You're
to go to Finland?
No, I'm just saying you're Finnish. That's your DNA. You're
What?
Finnish.
Okay.
You're not American.
Okay.
DNA wise.
Yeah, I'm not denying DNA wise, but does that invalidate that I consider myself an American?
It doesn't invalidate it, but your
Okay,
stuff in it
so
no
I
matter
don't think
what.
that should invalidate T people who want to who want to identify as a certain gender.
Comparing nationality to a delusion and a mental illness is not the same thing. I'm not
Okay,
gonna lie to you. That
can we
argument
agree
makes
that
no
gender
sense.
and S are two separate things?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're two separate things.
Okay. That's what I'm arguing. And I do not consider gender a delusion, by the way, just for the record.
It is. It is. If you're biologically something and then you try to change it based on, and they did. There's actually real quick. Recently they did brain scans on T people. 89% came back with mental illnesses or disorders. 89% of people who consider themselves trans.
I'll before I bring you first of all, you can come back up later. The timers run out, but I would just next time you come up here, I would actually like to ask you for a source for that, but even if that's like true, oh, you were VC banned. That was perfect timing. Oh my god.
I'm trying to find a source. The whole 80% like brain scan. I've never heard of like.
I was about to
being able
make a
to-
point too, though, before she got VC banned. What I was gonna say was, even if that's true, wouldn't that be because they're not being accepted into society because people bully them, because people are bigoted, people are being like they're targeting them? Wouldn't that why they probably have some mental health issues, because they're being targeted? Which was what I was about to say, but she got VC banned, and I was like, oh. And
I don't know if she's like read into it either. Like I don't know, because my thing is like I have a parent that's like a psychiatrist. Like I've never heard of like people a doctor being able to determine like mental health issues through a basic brain scan. I feel like that's some sort of like unless he's living in the future or something. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know either. But yeah, thank you for coming on, though.